Hi guys, welcome to another video. This time we're going to travel to the Newark kit car show. They advertised that if you brought along your kit car, classic car or sports car, you could enter for free, just pay the passenger. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to take the Aston for a nice long drive and see what's going on in the kit car world. It must have been about 30 years since the last time I went to a kit car show, so it'd be interesting to see how it's moved on since then. And I was really well surprised. This park here we're in is for people like ourselves that just brought their cars along. And again, some interesting cars to look at. I don't know what these are, and I must admit I'm a little bit naive to the kit car world, but these two, the blue and white one, I was really impressed with. I don't know whether there's some kind of Caterham. It's beautiful looking bodies on them, really nicely engineered, nice styling, classic 60s kind of sports car styling. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. And then this Mini Corsa, I mean, the guy who's done this is so forward thinking the way he's done it. Must have some big V8 in the front or something, and unfortunately I missed the chat, so didn't get a chance to have a word with him and see what he's done, but it looks really impressive and well executed. Nice to see a couple of American cars. I always love these old pickups, and an early Mustang, so that was a treat. Then you can't have a kit car show without the AC Cobra replicas, and again I was blown away by the quality of the workmanship on these. It's absolutely fantastic. All credit to the engineers that manufacture these kits and the people that build them. The standard was so high, whether they got modern engines or faithful like this one with an original period engine. Again, the quality of the workmanship was absolutely superb, and really impressed with these. And then this caught my eye. This was a Factory 5 Cobra Daytona Coupe replica. Okay, it has a Chevrolet LS4 engine in the front, and people would argue that it's not faithful if it's not got a Ford engine. But I think in this day and age, when we're all being encouraged to be driven around in personal mobility devices, anybody that can recreate the experience of the 60s and the raw power of these cars, whether it's got the original spec engine or just one that gives the experience of the original, I'm all for it these days. I had a chat with this guy, and the amount of work he's gone into this is amazing, and I just love the shape. Very reminiscent. This is 40 years before my Aston Vantage, and the overall shape and proportions very similar. You can see an evolution there in the coupe shape. One of my favourites of the show, to be honest. And again, lots more Cobras. It's one of the most popular cars there, the Cobra, but they have been going around now, I believe, for a long time. Even when I went to kit car shows over 30 years ago, Cobra replicas were just coming out. But these are absolutely amazing. The workmanship and the attention to detail is absolutely stunning. Again, just some interesting, more budget cars. Lillian's still looking happy, so not bored to just yet, so we're doing well. This car, maybe people in the comments can let me know what it is. I believe it looks to me like it's a Lexus coupe or convertible based, but I didn't get a chance to have a word with the chap. But it is quite a stunning looking car. I'm sure this must be based a rebodied Lexus. Again, if you've any ideas, let me know in the comments. But it's got a nice V8 engine, really well done, and it does look really nicely designed and well finished and unique. Another staple of the kit car world is obviously the Lotus 7, made famous more recently obviously with the Caterhams, but there are many manufacturers now that are out there, and that shows the amount of clubs that feature these Caterham Lotus 7 replicas. Fairly easy, straightforward build, and obviously back in the day it was just a cheap way of going racing, and that sort of ethos has carried on through for a man in the garage to quite easily just build a exciting race performance car on a very tight budget with readily available components, and that idea has never changed, and I think it's great that it continues. She's still looking happy, so we're doing well. Her turn on the camera now. These are interesting. Again, there's quite a few of these spotted around, just using the motorcycle engines, the trikes based on this style of the Morgan 3. Again, another just different way of getting the thrill out of a motorised vehicle. It's fantastic. Now, I remember the GTMs back in the day, and the one on the right, on the left, sorry, the red one, that's I think that's the original one. But I was really impressed with these. Such a pretty, beautifully proportioned little car. I hadn't realised the GTMs had come on so well. And this in its own right, I think, is a fabulous little car. It is. I was really impressed with this. The style, the shape, the proportion. I wish I'd spent some time with the guys to find out what they're all about, but this does look really pretty and well proportioned little car. I'm really impressed with that. Again, a couple of these, I think these based, we were at Goodwood Revival a few weeks back, and there's many of these racing around, and this is a Tiger, I think it is, based on the Lotus 11, is it? Something like that, but yeah, very nice. Again, different kind of style to the Lotus 7, but based on a similar simple chassis and engine, just with more of a fully enclosed body. But this looks like a real fun car. Now, I was struggling to understand what this was based on, but I think it's the BMW Z3. The little sports car, which I never really liked much. Proportionally, it was just all wrong and bitty and fussy. But this, whoever manufactures this kit, this is definitely a rebodied version of that, and I think this looks really nice. It's far better in my opinion than the original. Really nice, smooth and unfussed. Drago Jeeps, they were around from the very early days, I remember them. This is how I remember a kit car back in the day, the original Eagle based on the VW Beetle platform. That's how the whole kit car movement was started. Then I thought, wow, look at this old Ferrari. What a treat to see this. And how strange, such a valuable car to be just plonked in the field. And then something didn't quite right. There's no H-gate for the manual shifter. But apart from that, the car looks absolutely beautiful. Really well finished. Is it? Isn't it? Is it? I don't know. But it is beautiful. How to put this one in. I've been a bit of an Alfa fan. I've had about 9 Alfas, some just daily cars, but I've always liked Alfa Romeos and seriously looked at this before we got the Aston. But these were just too expensive, and I think these are only going to go sky high once people realise what an impressive and important car this is. A mid-engine carbon fibre Alfa Romeo. Sometime soon people are going to just see these go through the roof and be unobtainable. But beautiful little car. and then we saw this, and I was hoping to see one or two of these. Again, just a fantastic opportunity for the average guy to have a multi-million-pound car. I think it's fantastic that companies are making these. The experience between this and the original isn't worth millions. It's fantastic that these are available for people to experience, and it's a treat to see this really well finished. And obviously these guys use this for rallying or just for having fun in, and that's what it's all about, that sensation. And yeah, it's fantastic, beautiful. And that answers my earlier question. Yes, this is obviously a replica. I would imagine probably based on the Jaguar body, judging by the Jaguar on the end. Again, I wish I'd found out more. Perhaps somebody will be able to tell me in the comments what this is, but this is one of the most impressive things at the show. I think it's a classic, timeless 60s sports car convertible style, based on the Ferrari. Why shouldn't the average man experience the style and performance of the original without having the millions to buy it? I think this is where these cars sit, you know. And this is again just another beautiful timeless shape 60s GT car. Absolutely fantastic that this now is reproduced in such a way that just an average guy can experience, and the quality of the finish was amazing. These have always been a nice little car. I think the Marlins is what they're called, but they're quite a nice proportioned car. Designed in its own right, not a replica of anything, but just a really nice proportioned little open top 30s 40s style car. So now we go into the main hall. You see the manufacturers. Again, here everything you need to complete your kit car, tools, wiring, everything that you'll need. And then the manufacturers, and again this is a beautiful example of the Lancia Stratos. And as you can see from the red car there, the stripped down version, even able to fit an original Ferrari engine, even though this is a V8. So again, instead of the V6, this is an even higher performance car, still with a Ferrari engine. An evolution of the original, and again it's just fantastic that these are available and people are doing this kind of thing. Game from the Goodwood revival. I think it must have been a Lotus or a 60s Sports Week, and lots of these were racing around. Great to see that there are replicas available of that as well. Now I remember seeing this. This is an amazing little car. It's actually based on an MX-5 running gear. So you buy an MX-5 and the engine and the running gear, the wheels and brakes and everything, and then it turns into this fantastic replica of a 30s race car, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Can you imagine just driving around in that and just getting that experience of on this sports car? It's fantastic. Another one of my favourites. I've always loved these. I remember back in the day people would be restoring these, or they'll be rotting away, the originals, and they'll cost a fortune to restore. And here we are, you know, you can build something that just looks the same experience for a fraction of the price. A lovely car. And then there's quite a few manufacturers of the Cobras here. I think we've seen some of these actually in the car park, fully built. And again, this is goes away from the concept of having to have a body, chassis and find the bits yourself. Obviously lots of manufacturers now are almost doing everything, you know, supplying everything for a build. No donor car required. These obviously are a lot of money. Start from 19,000, but about 50,000 complete. But again, these are £1 million cars. So, and all you're getting is the same experience on new components, new brakes, and new suspension. You know, there's only a handful of people in the world that can afford the original, because there's only a handful of the originals around. Again, talking about fun and great experience, what about this? Lotus 7 style with a Suzuki motorcycle Hayabusa engine, and you can just imagine this would scream up to about 12,000 RPM. How much fun would that be? I think it's great that we're of a generation where we still appreciate screaming engines, combustion engines. I do feel sorry for those that are brought up on electric cars. This will just be absolutely mind-blowing to hear this at full chat. Again, these cars were beautiful. Chevrolet engine in a Ford Cobra. Again, I suppose there's a lot of people who say it's not right, but I would have been of that opinion, but I'm more leaning towards the fact as long as you're getting the experience, you're getting the same 60s shape of car, and it's just about the experience nowadays. You know, people are trying to take that experience away and put us in electric, soulless engine vehicles. I call them personal mobility devices because it's almost demonized to enjoy driving something nowadays, and anything that recreates that kind of feel and evokes that feel is got to be good. And then this again was a beautiful example, again well finished and pretty faithful to the original. What an experience it would be to drive this. Found again that quite popular with these exo cars, very much like the Ariel Atom. Again, a great entry level kind of budget. When I say budget, I would imagine it's still a 10 grand plus kit. This was interesting again, using the motorcycle back end. Again, it should be a load of fun. Trike, probably ride it on the bike license. Again, you've got a screaming 10,000 RPM engine in the back. Open motoring. What a lot of fun that would be. Again, another variation on the Ariel Atom, but again, got its own style. Looks, again, another budget fun car to drive. And then if you're of the Mad Max era, then this may be the car for you. I thought this would be built on a rebodied Boxster, but actually it's a Porsche 911 convertible they build these on. It looks fantastic, and it's a fantastic job they've done. It looks beautiful. I'm not sure I'd want to mess too much with a 911. The Boxster would have been perfect for something like this, but it does look stunning, really. Still happy she's enjoyed it. Yeah, it's nicely styled, they've done a good job. It would be a very expensive kit by the time you bought the Porsche 911 in the first place, I would have thought. and this again went back to this one. It's nice to see a original 289 Cobra. Obviously lots of these other people and manufacturers are basing on the 427 style with the flared arches, but it was just nice to see an original 289 replica, and again period engine. Looks very nice, clean and authentic. And that's about it. So it's time to go home, and a couple of other cars have come into the car park. This nice Nissan, I think it's 260Z, and the Peugeot 205 GTI rally replica. That was quite interesting. Nice to see. And the old Rover 800 Coupe. Haven't seen one of those for years, and next to my car it just looks massive. I didn't realise how big they were. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this walk around the Newark Kit Car Show. Thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy it, there's more to come. Hopefully more videos you'll enjoy, so please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.